Okay, so I was just thinking about something. It was kind of firing me up. I was thinking about free energy. Okay, now I talk about thermogenetic energy. Talk about heating up your own home if you didn't have enough heat. But you know what I was thinking? I got a better solution to that. You know, I'm not trying to down nobody, but like we have the technology, we have the manpower, we have robots, we have the means, and we have all these different sectors of like I'm going to say greed. I'm just going to go ahead and say greed, okay? We've got all these different people making all kinds of money on something that is totally outdated at this point. At this point, we don't need big companies. The only thing we need from them is to cooperate with the community, because we have the power of the sun, we have the power of wind, we have the power of every single human being on this planet, we have the power of nature, we have the power of Mother Earth, we have the power of everything. We have all of that. It's not just one person with one company and all of their little executives. We have them as well to be on board. It doesn't have to be segregated or separated or even judged at this point. What it comes down to is that we have all the means possible to have all the free energy that we could possibly have. And I know this is obvious. I know everybody knows this already. But I guess what fires me up is the fact that it's just not happening. You know, it's really, really hard to get everybody on board when everybody's worried about money. And there's something about emotions that tie people up. And, you know, there are good emotions, and then there are emotions that hold people back. And I think one of the biggest ones that hold people back is the worry of money, the worry of being able to do what you really, really want, the worry that they simply won't be able to sustain themselves if they don't have a job, if they don't cooperate with their supervisor, if they don't do this, if they don't do that. And it's all these ifs that stop the American dream from even happening, you know what I mean? And it's like, if we just took that if and made it a possibility, made it the probability of everyone coming together instead of everyone trying to separate and make a lot of money on their own. And you know, getting a big corporation and saying, oh, we have all of this money. It's like, well, if you have a lot, then you should be giving a lot. And it should be something that is self-sustainable, is all of that. And it's like, yes, okay, making solar panels costs money. I understand that. But, you know, there's so many people out there that are starving and they will work just for a meal, just to eat something. You know what I mean? Like anything. We could all work together in a barter system. We don't even, and I know these things are obvious, but I simply don't understand why this hasn't happened already. We already know that that's an answer. That's a much better solution than trying to figure it out yourself, than trying to sustain yourself and your family, and be separated from your family because you have to work, because you have to do this. It's all these should, would, all these coulds. We have to do this, we should do this, we should do that. You know, it's all these obligations and all these systems that sort of pry us away from what we enjoy the most, and that's to always be together, no matter what. And I know what I'm saying is totally obvious, but I guess it just frustrates me a bit that it hasn't happened yet, that we've done this for so many centuries and we're not there yet. Why aren't we there yet? Where is our humanity? Where is our ingenuity? It's in all these different corporations. That's awesome. Can we all work together on it? Why can't we just all work together on it instead of being this separate entity with a lot of money and a lot of happiness and a lot of whatever? I mean, I don't even know if that's even what happiness is, because I see happiness as when everything is free, everything is available, and no one has to worry, because worry, fear, those are things that I guess produce the drive to get you to do what you need to do to make things happen. But that is exhausting. It's exhausting to have to go through the same rare that we've been doing for so long. And it simply doesn't make sense to me that we are where we are. And you know, you got people saying suggestions all the time, and I'm like, I know it takes time, but there's people in the way of making that happen. There are too many people in the way of making that happen. Because if we really really got on board with this, if you really got the corporations, if you really got everybody on board, do you know how fast that could happen? That could happen in the instant you decided, because everybody would be on the same goal, on the same page, in the same library. We would all be working towards the same thing. And it wouldn't be, oh, I got to do this, and I got this to do, and then this, and then I can enjoy this, and then, but I have this to do. I'd like to hang out with you, but I have to do this. And it's like, you know what? If we all work together, then we'd all be together, and then we'd be like, yeah, we're doing this because we're working towards the goal of free this and free that and free this. And you know, it's not even a matter of free. It's about being comfortable and happy and knowing that everyone is on board with it. But how do you get people like that on board? And I think that's what's really confusing me, because I'm only one personality in one simple location with all these big ideas that are totally obvious to everybody, and I know they are. And it's like, this is the kind of stuff that ends up creating like chaos. These are the things that end up creating the drive that gets produced out into, like, you know, like riots or picket signs, or, you know, we're trying so hard to express ourselves, and then it ends up getting out of hand, or it gets snuffed out. And I understand that there's a lot going on in the White House and everything else, because there's lobbyists, and there's the fine print, and then there's, you know, filibusters, and there's all these people that are like, no, 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 but my money, but my success and my wealth. And it's like, look, that's awesome that you achieved that, but what about giving back? I don't understand how that's not something that clicks. That seems like a very innate feeling in me. I feel like that's something that is lost somewhere for some people, and that maybe that's the whole waking up situation, is that we could already do that. That could already be happening. I guess the biggest question is, why hasn't it yet? Why does this take so long? Greed, fear, worry, I don't know. Whatever it is, I feel like it's just got to stop. You know, like, it's just got to stop, and we got to start doing something else, because we're not learning. We're doing this. We're doing too much of that. And I know I sound aggressive. I'm not trying to sound aggressive. I'm just fired up about it, because I feel like we have come way, way, way too far to be sitting here like, well, maybe we should take our... No, we shouldn't take our time. We should just do it. We should just make it happen. We should just stop all this nonsense and just make it happen. That is the that's the dream. It's not even just an American dream. This is the dream of every person that's ever lived, to just be happy and work together. Okay. Okay, that's about all I have to say for now. Thanks for watching.